how I make 50K a month at 7 months old. Guys, I was 6 months old 2 weeks ago. I'm 7 months old now. I know I look a little older. It's because I just started drinking my raw milk again and I started edging, okay? So I know I look a little older, but I promise you, I'm 7 months old. So how am I making 50K a month and I haven't even had my first birthday yet? Let me tell you guys something right now. We are not the highest version of ourselves. We are only the highest version of ourselves that we can accept, okay? So everybody here, look, let me do it like this. Everybody has a baseline of themselves that they can accept, right? And and you can't dip below a certain line or you have to bounce back, right? You have to get discomfort. You have to feel discomfort. You have to be uncomfortable, dissatisfied, whatever you want to call it. So you could be sleeping on a couch and you could have aspirations to make more money, but the reason you're not going out there and making more money is because you are at the baseline of what your standards accept. So if you want to level up in business or your life, your physique, whatever the fuck it is, your income, you have to increase your standards for yourself, right? A good example is if I were to lay your ass on a bunch of hot coals, right? Let's say these are hot coals. If I were to lay your ass on a bunch of hot coals, you're not just going to sit there and lay down. Your body's going to have reflexes and you're going to have to jump up. Right? So imagine these hot coals is your baseline standard that you cannot drop below. Okay? That's what you need to understand. So you need to increase your baseline standard because I know that if I don't make less than 10K a month, I'm going to I'm going to freak out. I'm going to go nightmare mode. I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm not going to eat until I fucking figure my shit out, right? And a similar way to put it is like with hygiene stuff, right? So if my baseline standard, right, my baseline hygiene, something that I make no exceptions for, regardless of what I did the night before, if I get back at 4 a.m., I'm gonna shower before I go to bed. And I never break that rule. That is my baseline hygiene standard. I never go to bed without showering, okay? So making 10K a month for me is like showering before bed. I cannot cross the fucking line. I cannot go under no matter what happens. And if I do, it is the end of the fucking world, bro. I'd rather stay up all night than not shower. Than not shower and go to bed, right? This is gonna break a lot of your guys' hearts, but I can't stress how easy it is to make 10K a month. Like, it's so unbelievably easy, and you guys are gonna be mad, but it all comes down to how bad you want it. The one deciding factor if you're successful or not is it literally strictly comes down to how bad you want it, right? I went from zero, I was hovering around $100 to $200 in my bank account, and I went to 10K a month with e-com, dropshipping, whatever you want to call it, in 4 months. 4 months, I had $200 in my bank, in 7 days, I had $7,000. So what the fuck just happened? It was a compounding of a week, but it's because I wanted it bad enough and I never gave up, right? I mentored a guy. I took it from 29 cents in his bank to 10K a month in 16 days. 16 days. I know dudes who've hit 10K a month in 2 months. This guy had 10K a month in 16 days. So the one deciding factor is because he wanted it bad enough. This guy was about to go fucking homeless. He was about to live in his car. He had 29 cents in his bank. So no shit he's going to make it. No way, no shit he's going to pull it off, right? You guys all have a why. You all have a why, and you all have a North Star, okay? But understand that you will plateau. So this is going to be your progress. You're going to go nothing. All of a sudden, you're going to you're going to go crazy, right? Compound interest, whatever you want to call it. But what nobody talks about is the fact that once you get comfortable up here, you're going to plateau. And then you're going to go on a steady decline. Right? And that's the name of the game, right? When I was making 30K a month way back in the day with e-com, right? With a single store doing organic, I was making crazy money, right? I was spending a lot of it. I probably blew $60,000 on like fun bullshit, right? Clothes, private drivers, going wherever, $1,000 on dinner. Who cares, right? You give a 16-year-old a bunch of money, he's going to spend it, right? It was an expensive lesson to learn, but you can either learn the hard way or the harder way. And I'm glad that I learned my lesson when I did, right? I could still be in that trap now, and there's dudes who are in that trap for 20 years. So thank God that I figured my shit out, right? So everybody wants to talk about, okay, this is your grinding and then this is your peak, right? You're gonna blow up all of a sudden, whether that be with your social media or your income, or your business, whatever it is. But they don't want to talk about how you're going to fucking decline. You're going to plateau, you're going to get complacent, and you're going to fucking fall down, right? So okay, let me tell you guys something. Forget about the old money. Every single, the moment a wire or a payment or a payout hits your bank from Stripe, Shopify, I don't give a fuck. The moment it's in your bank, forget about it. Forget about the money. Focus on the new money. Operate like you're broke 24/7, okay? If a payout hits my bank today, right, for like $4,000 or something, I'm going to forget about it. I'm not going to be, well, I don't have to work tomorrow. Who am I? Fucking, who do you think I am? I'm going to fucking grind my ass off tomorrow like I'm fucking broke, like I'm $50,000 in debt, right? I'm going to completely be operating like I'm fucking poor, okay? You guys gotta understand, a lot of you guys are fucking lazy. Let me draw this out for you guys. So here's a little island, and here's water around the island, right? This is most of you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Here's island, little island, right? And then here is palm tree, beep, 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 beep. Hopefully you guys like my artist Picasso, because I'm freaking amazing, right? And then what's this, guys? I guess we'll just draw like, here's a coconut. Here's some coconuts. Dude, this is actually a really good drawing, dude. So look at these coconuts, right? Opposed to you're sitting here and you're looking up at those coconuts like, I'm a little thirsty. I'd love a coconut, right? You're cute, man. Kiss you on your forehead. But look, you're sitting here and you're looking up at these coconuts like, well, I'm going to die. Well, actually, no. I'll get to that in a second. But you're looking at those coconuts like, I'm fucking thirsty, man. But I don't want to climb up that tree to get the coconuts. So there's this little thing hanging off the tree, and it probably is poisonous, but I'm gonna go and fucking eat it anyways because I'm lazy. And you guys are always going for the low-hanging fruit. That's the best way to explain it. You're constantly going for the low-hanging fruit. So unless you're fucking dying of thirst, then you're gonna have the motivation to climb up the tree, right? So for example, if I put a gun to your head right now, you would hit 10K a month in 30 days or less. I fucking guarantee it. I guarantee it. Look at me in my eyes. I'm speaking to you as an individual. I'm connected with the viewer. If I put a gun to your head, you're going to hit 10K a month in 30 days or fucking less. You have the capabilities to. So where's that gun to your head motivation? Where is it? Because I don't see it in any of you motherfuckers. The guy that I took from 0 to 10K a month in 16 days, I saw it in him. His fucking why was, this guy's about to be homeless. So of course this guy has to pull it off, right? You guys are going for the fucking low-hanging fruit, whether that be some new business model or some untapped niche that you guys are doing. You guys are always switching your business model and your niche. You're fucking going for the, let me get the scraps. Let me get whatever I can. Opposed to being the best in your niche. To sticking to one thing, you think it's all fucking fun and games, right? These guys on YouTube, Iman Gadzi, or fucking, like, they make business to be some, like, super amazing fun and games Barbie movie. Right? Yes, woo, client. Yeah, 2 weeks in, client. Yeah, I'm drowning in money. Time to go move to Bali and Cape Town. My brother, be real with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror, my boy. This shit is hard. Most people are not cut out for this. 99% of businesses fail. You know why? Because 99% of people are stupid. The 1% succeed for a reason, okay? Understand that. And every thought or idea, let me draw a brain real quick. Every thought or idea that you Every thought or idea that you possibly have is a result of some kind of input, right? Nobody thinks originally, right? Everybody has fundamental belief systems, okay? And let me talk about this. I can't stress this enough. I knew a guy who made $40K with dropshipping, right? Fresh out of high school. This guy was 18. He made $40,000 with dropshipping. And you know what he did? He went to college. Oh my gosh. And you're going to be like, well, Smith, isn't college great? Let me tell you what, okay? College is great. I would definitely want my surgeon or my lawyer to have gone to college. But this guy just went to college because he thought he needed college. He thought that he had the preconceived notion through his belief systems growing up, through his parents and his experiences and every single, input, every single input that has built his fundamental belief systems, which makes him think that he needs college to be rich. Right? This guy made $40,000 from his fucking laptop and still chose to blow it all on fucking college. So no shit he's going to stay poor forever. So if you don't change your belief systems, you're going to even if you do on the off chance you do make money, you're going to fucking ruin it. If you think that women are only attracted to dudes with Lambos and you can bench 400 pounds, which maybe mostly are, right? But if you think women are only attracted to dudes who are going to buy them Lambos and take them to fucking Miami, then you're going to get a girl and you're going to fuck it up because your belief systems will not let you succeed, right? So in order to change who you are as a human, you need to change your belief systems. And belief systems are your fundamentals as a human being, as an individual that have been formed from childhood experiences, any input there kind of is, right? Your personal experiences, what you've been told growing up through your teachers, your friends, your families, etc. If you grew up poor, you're going to think money's scarce when you grow up, right? That's why rich people, chances are, if you come from a wealthy family, you're going to be wealthy. Right? Chances are. So, and chances are, if your family went from broke to rich, there's way more of a chance that your son, okay, so let's say you go from broke to rich, right? There's a bigger chance of your son going broke, Okay? But imagine if you had 4 generations of you constantly building wealth. Multiple generations are going to remain wealthy. Okay? So this guy, $40,000 fresh out of high school from e-commerce. He was doing drop shipping. He made his money, and guess what he did? Because his belief systems were fucked up, he didn't decide to change. He made $40,000 from his laptop, but he still had the fundamental belief system in his mind due to the fact that he grew up in a certain way. His parents told him certain things, this, that, etc. He still blew it all on college because he thought that he needed college to be rich. I would want my lawyer to go to college. I would want my surgeon to go to college. But a lot of people have the preconceived notion that they need to go to college just to go to college just because. And that is where the trap is, and that's where you get fucked up, right? And you guys can fuck things up easily just because, let me explain something, guys. So some guy asked me the other day, right? He goes, how do I get around the stress of not enjoying my life? And I just sat there with this kind of face. Wait, no. I sat there and my face looked like this. And this guy was like, whoa, what's going on, Smith? Whoa, what's wrong? Whoa, what do you mean? Just ask a question, man. I'm sitting there, I'm like, how do you get out? So this guy asked me, how do I get around the stress of not enjoying my life? I sat there, I didn't say a word. I'm like, you work to get out of your current situation. I'm sitting here, I'm like, the reason you're in your situation is because you're comfortable enough to fucking stay there, right? People are stupid. You have to get uncomfortable, right? People don't understand, man. It's absolutely insane, right? The simple deciding factor of if you're successful or not is how bad you want it. Right? So take you on the fucking island and you want to get to these little coconuts. You want to go for the low-hanging fruit. But if you're fucking starving or if you're going to dehydrate to death, you're going to climb up that fucking tree. I don't care if you've no arms, no legs. You're going to figure out a fucking way to do it. Right? So obviously you don't put yourself in debt. But for me, right? I'll give you guys a great example. So you can look at my Instagram real quick, by the way, at realsmithrees on Instagram. Message me for one-on-one coaching. I took a guy from 0 to 10K a month in 16 days. Right? Boom, done. Anyways, guys. But look, I went from $0, pretty much $0 a month, right? And I was spending $30 a month on a gym membership. And I tell you guys, I cannot stress enough. People are always like, how do I make money? How much money do I need to start? I had $200-$300 in my bank account, consistently $100 to $300 up and down every single. I handed out 100. I printed out 100 flyers, right? And I effectively used like all the ink in my mom's printer to print out 100 flyers, and I walked around my neighborhood and I handed out dog walking flyers, and guess how many people called me back? Not a single fucking person. And I did the exact same thing a week later with car washing flyers, and guess how many people called me back? Not a single fucking person, right? So most people are going to see that, and they don't have. People tend to make illogical jumping to conclusion, right? It's called regression to the mean, right? So people tend to make logical, I guess, they tend to jump to conclusions in an illogical sense, basically. So where they have a certain amount of things and they haven't tested it enough to make a logical decision and make a juxtaposition based on the amount of things. So if I make 100 cold calls, right, that's maybe enough to switch my script, right? But in order to make a 100% logical decision to change something about my script or my outreach, I have to make 200 cold calls, because then it's logical to change something about my script, right? If I try 2 things in business and it fails, that's not a logical decision to say it doesn't work. It took me 7 fucking e-commerce stores to get my first sale, right? So why am I going to go out and why am I going to try 2 things and then say it failed? People say e-commerce is dead. E-commerce cannot die, because in that case, Jeff Bezos is fucking quaking on his billion-dollar yacht. And this goes back to the input. I'm telling you a bunch of stuff right now. I'll tell you guys straight up. I put this on God and on my mother. I'm the realest fucking guy in the space. I'm the realest guy out here. Nobody talks about the stuff I talk about, and nobody puts it in such a digestible way, right? So if somebody out here says that e-commerce is dead, you're gonna be like, let me look up YouTube videos on why e-commerce is dead. So then you're force-feeding yourself that narrative. Are you fucking retarded or what? Or what? There's belief systems. You're spoon-feeding yourself the narrative that e-commerce is dead. And therefore, you're putting that belief system in your mind that e-commerce is dead, so that when you try e-commerce, it's not going to fucking work. If you believe something is impossible, then you won't even try, right? I cannot stress how important it is for you guys to understand your belief systems and how everything, and how negatively or easy, how easy it is to be influenced by negative things, right? You guys need to want it better than you guys need to want it more than you want fucking oxygen in your lungs. All right? So I just can't stress this enough because a lot of people tend to make those mistakes, guys. Check the link in the description. Book a call if you want to, I guess, talk about a one-on-one with me. It's a completely free Calendly link. Message me on Instagram if you want to do one-on-ones. We have a private community. We had a guy in the private community do 10K in a day with ecom. We had a guy in there do 60K in a month. We had a guy in there who's making 60K a month with ecom. We had a guy in there who's making 0 to 10K a month in 2 weeks. Right? And that's not even the guy that I mentored. He's just from joining the private community, right? It's DRM, Digital Renaissance Mind. You can check it out if you want. I don't really care. Like, it's completely up to you. Join the free Discord down below. I hope you enjoyed. Have an absolute blessed day. And remember, guys, work hard. No amount of planning is going to prevent failure. Thank you so much for watching and have an absolutely blessed day.